if you will allow me, please.
What
please
are you
stop
talking
interrupting
about?
Me, okay, did you invite me here to interrupt me, or are you going to let me?
I think you're
answer
being
the
a
question?
complete dick, if I'm honest with you.
Welcome back to Media Madness. I'm Connor Coots. I'm subbing in for Natalie and Thomas. Thomas tells me he's ill and feels like he just swallowed glass. So here I am. What we're going to do today is we have a moment where Don Lemon crashes out on Piers Morgan. What Piers does is he plays an old CNN clip of Don Lemon saying that women are not in their prime. He was talking about Nikki Haley. Women in their 40s aren't in their prime. That's what got him fired. And he's confronted with that. He totally freaks out. Let's check it out.
If you had a do-over, would you say that again? I mean, what led you to say that?
Okay, Piers, let me just say this. I'm going to answer your question, but just so the audience knows, and I hope you don't cut this out, when I asked you what subjects you wanted to talk about, you know what you said to me? You said, I want to talk to you about freedom of speech in America and the response to Charlie Kirk's death.
Yeah.
Not once did you mention that we were going to talk about CNN or whatever. So, and had I known that, I probably wouldn't have accepted this interview. You have invited me on many times, and I tell you, Piers, I know you.
This is peak Don Lemon deflecting and freaking out already. This is what happens in media interviews. And he's going to go on to explain why he didn't want to do it. But this is not surprising. And it's why Don Lemon in his retirement now ambushes people on subways and outside the Capitol because he can't take prime time. He was fired from CNN. And he really doesn't know what to do when he's confronted. Spontaneity happens in media. He should know this. He was at CNN for like 17 years.
I would come on your show, but I don't do panels. And so when you said I'm not going to be involved in a panel, I agreed to come on your show. But I thought you would also stick by the subjects that you told me that you were going to talk about.
Just to be clear,
rather than try to ambush me with something.
Just to be clear,
so,
you and I
yes.
haven't. Well, Don, just to be clear, you and I haven't had any conversation about your appearance here. You're talking about my team talking to you.
Yeah, no, and I saw you, Piers, in a restaurant, and I said, hey, Piers, good to see you.
Yeah.
I would come on your show, but I don't do panels.
Right.
And I
you're
said
not
the
on a
same
panel.
thing to your bookers.
There's only one of you,
And so when
Don.
I asked you, and right, okay, and so, yes, and I said that's why I agreed to do it. But when you asked me, or when your team asked me what's...
Nobody cares about text messages. We're already seeing the Real Housewives of ex-CNN hosts. The drama's coming out already. He's talking about the text messages, lecturing with us about that. It is so boring. This is so common in the media business to have scheduling. He's bringing up old things, and we're going to see him really freak out.
Subjects, and I asked them 2 or 3 times, I have the text messages, what do you want to cover?
Yeah.
Not once was CNN mentioned. So I don't appreciate being ambushed, but let me answer your question
Hang on one second. No, Don, hang on 1 second. Let's just be crystal clear about...
This is not SEAL Team 6, Don. You're not being ambushed. All Piers Morgan did was press a replay video of something that's already viral.
What's just happened. You brought up the subject of cancel culture. I asked you, did you feel your departure from CNN was an example of that? And you answered the question. And I think it's perfectly reasonable.
And I answered the question.
Perfectly reasonable in that if you'd said to me, I don't want to talk about it, fine. No, but hang on, no, so sorry. You said what you're going to say. By the way, we don't...
disingenuous.
Don, we don't edit.
I don't like arguing like this. I'm not going to get into an argument with you. Piers, I think that's completely disingenuous. And I think anyone watching that...
What are you talking about?
And so if you will...
Move on, Don. Nobody gives a shit.
If you will allow me, please.
What
please
are you
stop
talking about?
Me, okay, did you invite me here to interrupt me, or are you going to let me?
I think you're being
a
complete dick, if I'm honest with you.
Thank you, Piers Morgan. This is the moment. He called him a certain appendage. Other people might use a different phrase, a different appendage. I think Piers Morgan just spoke for all of us. What we have all been saying to our TVs for 17 years when Don Lemon was on CNN. So this is definitely going to resonate. He went there. He said, I think you're being a complete dick. And he is.
Okay.
I do.
Well, that's very kind and respectful of you.
It wasn't intended to be kind or respectful. I don't like the ad hominem attacks.
I could respond in kind.
You can say what you like about me. I don't care.
I think that I'm above that. I'm not going to do that.
He's above that. He's above
I don't understand why you're playing the victim card when you yourself mentioned cancel culture.
Because Piers... Oh my gosh. Okay, hold on. Let me do this.
What are you going to do? Read out my team's messages to you?
Piers? It should be embarrassing. Yeah, I can read out the team messages to you because I just think it's completely unfair, and you know that. I'm prepared to answer your question, and then I'm going to move on. I told you I'm prepared to talk about Charlie Kirk's death, the response to it, and cancel culture, and and freedom of the press, and freedom of speech.
You were prepared to talk about cancel.
I find this so utterly boring. I mean, at this point, I would just, if I was Piers Morgan, I would just cut this clip, and you're going to see Don say, "Oh, you want you want the viral moment and stuff like that," but that Don is above the fray, which he's totally not. This is such an utter waste of time. Move on.
Let me just answer. No. I'm not prepared
you're not prepared to talk about
cancel culture. But that has, oh my God, Piers, could you stop interrupting me?
Not really.
This is a pure diva moment. I mean, he's behaving like a drunken Beverly Hills housewife. We know this.
It's exhausting me. It's ridiculous. Why would you react this way to a perfectly normal? Obviously, if you mention cancel culture, obviously it's rational and logical that I would ask you whether you felt what happened to you at CNN was that. I played the clip, and then you throw a hissy fit.
I've given you a moment, enough. I've given you your moment.
I don't want a moment.
It's going to go viral, so please,
I don't want a moment,
yes, you do. Otherwise, you wouldn't do this. Otherwise, you would be a respectable journalist and host, and you would let me talk. I don't think I'll take lectures of being a respectful journalist because you want a moment. Oh my gosh, Piers.
I won't.
I can't even hear because there's a delay, and you keep talking. And what do you want me to do? Like rip the earpiece out in the mic and run off so you have a moment?
No, I don't care.
That would at least be entertaining, because this is just totally pathetic. I mean, if Don Lemon left the interview, it would be much better television than what he's doing now. Just bitching ad infinitum.
Answer the question? Are you just going to keep pillaring me with questions?
I don't know why you've gone on this
weird
rant. I don't understand any of it. Why have you done this weird reaction? I simply asked you about whether you felt your departure from CNN was, in your eyes, an example of cancel culture. I played the clip,
Piers,
and I then said, when you watch it back, do you really understand what you were saying?
This is why I don't do this, but you're embarrassing yourself, Piers.
Actually, you might be embarrassing yourself, Don.
Well, I think Piers said it very well. Only one person was truly embarrassing themselves. It was the one who was having a crash out on television after being interviewed, something that he's done many times and he should be prepared for. But it was really entertaining to watch. The conclusion is basically Don Lemon is a drama queen. We know that. We've known that. Both men have egos. But he wasted everyone's time for 4 minutes because Piers Morgan showed the most viral clip related to Don Lemon's career that basically ended it. That shouldn't be a surprise. Using dramatic terms like being ambushed for just playing replay and litigating text messages. Very boring and absurd stuff. But that's who Don Lemon is. He's a drama queen. And he's already freaking out about this and posting it on his Instagram, complaining about it. Thanks for watching Media Madness. If you want to see more videos like this with the original hosts, the regular hosts, please like and subscribe. See you in the next one.